come back, we're going to start a chat with Edem. He is already seated in the studio. We're going to have maybe some 35 minutes of conversation because of the time. Yeah, today Edem is late. Stay, because I am still here for you. Finally here. And Edem, I went into a trance and I saw you as musical president. I was so shocked. Within some 2 minutes, I was just off. I came back and Edem was being sworn in as the new musical president. I said, what? Is this likely to be a reality in August?
I always say never say never. When you're given a role where you can lead and also be able to grow and challenge yourself, it's something I don't shy away from. But at the same time, you have to be realistic with where you are, who you are, and where you want to go. And I think that it is safe to say at this point in time, I wouldn't want to be a musical president. I think that there are a few things about the brand musica that doesn't go down well. It has very bad branding and image and perception in the minds of people. When people hear musica, they think it's synonymous with anybody who is sitting there taking a lot of money and squandering.
Can't we ever clean it?
Yeah, I mean we can. And I'm also at a space where I don't want the little money I've made somebody to say you're going to chop my money because of public office. And so I'll, however, want to be in a position where I'm able to learn the ropes, and then if in future I am called for that position, then I can go. But as we speak, in August, I don't want to be a musical president. I like the road life. I like the nice hotels. I like the travel. I like the trips. I like.
Oh, but even when you become musical president, you still be doing same.
Anytime you do same, it means it's somebody's money.
I get it.
And if you lose guard, then your stomach becomes big. You're in trouble. Shout to our bro, man.
But you will never lose guard because you are very closer to the gym all the time. I see you there working out like that.
Yeah, and Sammy, I would say I apologize to the listeners of Zylofon, everybody who is listening. I was late for the show. The reason was simple. I didn't deliver my kids' food to their school early, so I had to go back home, pick the food, and deliver it to them before coming here. So it won't happen again. To the fans and everybody who loves us, we apologize.
I like the way you link up with your wife. The other day, she was even teasing you on social media. That I know. Can you imagine? And that's why I said when it comes to flatulence, a guy they flatulence more.
He's a businessman. I should have been warned about this interview.
No. The way you talked about your kids, I know. Okay, there will be the wife somewhere. Is it true you are a good person when it comes to?
I'm trying to find the best way to answer this question, and I don't know the best way to go about this, Sammy.
I know this was on Twitter one morning. I woke up and said, "Hey, my best flatulence partner."
and this is what I said to people on social media. Why do you people always believe the women before the men? I was the one dying. Why are you people believing? So the first person who comes to report the case is the person who is right.
Because he said it. You never said it. You've been with her over years. You have been writing about her sometimes, but you never said it.
Now I'll say it when it happens. So dear fans, if you hear that I'm suffering from somebody eating beans and I put it out, come and save me.
But it's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life because people think that as celebrities, you guys are always on the move and you don't even have time for the family and all that. So I was happy when you talked about your children. It means there's a routine. It's not as if you did it for just once. It's a routine you've been doing.
No,
anytime.
Yes,
is it not? Is it not a routine?
Yes, it's a routine. I take my kids to school every morning, and I pick them myself up from school every day. So out of a month, maybe I might not take them to school just maybe 4 times or 5 times. Maybe Friday when I'm out on the road. But as far as I am in the city, I make sure that I take them to school, and then I bring them back from school. Yes.
Sweet father, sweet father. Every woman would want to have a man like you. And then let's jump straight into business because of the time. We have less time, but we have to do business. How is the Snappy High School tour doing?
It's doing awesome. We've done over 13 to 14 schools. It's been an amazing revelation for me as an artist. And as I speak to you, tomorrow we head out to the Ashanti region because we did KSTS, we did St. Collins. When we head out to Kumasi tomorrow, we are doing Prempeh College and we are doing St. Louis. And then I'm sure 2 weeks after that, we are back in Kumasi to do Ya Santoa and a couple of other schools for the Ashanti region. So it's been awesome. It's been revealing in the sense that different places have different favorites of you as an artist. So you might go to a school and Over Again is the biggest song. You might go to another school and they like Heba and there's nothing you can do about it. So it has really opened me up to the fact that it's not really a certain way you have to go. There are a lot of people who just gravitate towards the music and you just have to put your heart in it. And the experience has been amazing because of the support that Snappy has given. Like when we go to the schools, we actually pay extra money for sound for the school to
you don't rely on what they have.
So that they get the quality we didn't used to have. What we used to have entertainment.
I know.
And so it's been amazing. I've seen some talent, some very good rappers. Some are pencil artists. They do paintings of me or the pencil draw, and so it's been an amazing experience.
Has it been profitable so far? The zeros, are they adding up?
I think that it's been profitable because by default I'm a brand ambassador, so you make money. But how I look at it is, imagine all these people who were never there or who were not at the level when we did You The Craze, which is in 2009, and now it's 10 years after. And I go back to these people to expose my brand to them, and I'm sure by the time they get to Legon, that will be a long time for me to still be a relevant artist. And so there are other angles that we look at as a team. But of course, anytime you're on the road, you have to make money. And I want to say big up to Richie Rhymes and Kula. When we started the Snappy High School tour, people reached out to us and we told them that there wasn't a budget. But Kula and Richie Rhymes hit the road and they followed us to a point where the company itself was convinced that, wow, these people are forceful, and they put them on something decent for them to continue the rest of the tour. So big up to them. And I think that is the way to go as any artist or anybody who wants something. You have to go for it. Eventually it will pay off.
Now we were having a discussion about the level of choice, that is the senior high school, and someone was arguing that why did you not do, say, the tertiary, because they have the spending power. But then I know as a team you have your decision. Why the senior high school?
Okay, so the Snappy brand has been perceived by people as peanuts for kids, but what we wanted to achieve is in the tertiary schools, you don't see them make a big deal out of soakings. It's usually in the senior high schools that they make a big deal out of soakings and anything that has to do with nuts, and so it would be appropriate. And also the second thing is we wanted to speak to them about talent development. And we think that talent development and entrepreneurship is a big deal in senior high. But we have to begin to understand that it should start from when you are born, like the Jewish people do for their children. They take them from the beginning, and so we don't really have to go and inform somebody in a tertiary level that you have to come out of school and be an entrepreneur. We should rather empower somebody who is in senior high that you can be at this level and start, so that by the time they get to the tertiary level, it becomes a lifestyle and it's not something they will have to now learn or come out of school before they begin to learn.
And with experiences with the schools and entertainment, looking at what you've been doing, do you think they are getting it right?
Well, I think that the problem is that at that level, you still see the challenges that we face in the main industry. They don't have venues. They don't have proper PH system. The schools still don't take it, and I mean the administration still don't take it like a high point of call. But the truth is that this entertainment and all these engagements can take the kids away from going to do drugs or going to engage in other activities, because when they study throughout the week, they are stressed. And so a few other schools too have very good venues that we have seen, and we think that more attention should be paid to it, so that people are able to develop their skills. I think we went to Medas, or one of the schools in the eastern region, and we saw a brilliant lady dancer. Like, I see her as a girl who should be in all the top videos with people who are already out there. And if she can start doing that, then she wouldn't be taken advantage of, because then she will grow to understand that it's something that is a talent and I've developed from school, and wouldn't think that I have to be a dropout to get it a certain way, because school still has that quality entertainment that you can enjoy and study. Yeah.
See, which one has been your favorite so far among the schools?
Sight.
Mansight.
Yeah, Mansight.
What was it about?
Mansight was the first school we went to, and somehow their excitement just gives me chills. Like, I remember when I went to Mansight, I lost my watch, not literally, but my watch was taken from me. My glasses by Vasti Shades was taken from me, and my Levi's leather jacket was taken from me. That is how crazy and exciting
you gave it out.
I gave it out because these people were on the stage with me. Somebody was reaching for the watch. Somebody was reaching for my shades. Somebody said, "Can I have your jacket because it smells nice?" And you know, and so all these things went away. It was really exciting, and they were prim and proper young ladies. So big up to Sight. Not to discredit the other schools, but big up to Sight. It was memorable.
I see. Okay, you just came from the US.
I beg the boys' schools. No boy.
Yeah, I know that they're going to have an issue with you. And the next time maybe you go to PESCO,
yes,
they are going to have an issue with you. But it happens like that. Yeah. You just came from US of A. Yes. What was the agenda there?
So I went to the US to do a 62nd annual celebration of the Ghana independence. I did it at ATL. Went to perform in ATL. I'm not like the other artists, so I'll cut to the chase. The attendance wasn't overwhelming because there were 4 shows in ATL the same night, and so crowd was split at various spots, but it was still a crazy.
You mean Ghanaian oriented shows?
Yes, Ghanaian oriented shows, but it was still a crazy and fun show for me. I connected with the people, and Kumi was there. Kumi performed before me, and then he headed to London. That was my first time coming into the same space with Kumi. As in, that was my first time in the industry when him and I get to collide face to face and spend time on a flight together and head out. He's an amazing guy, and he's such a loyal guy. I don't have to detail it, but I found new respect for him, his level of loyalty, and he's a strong man considering what he deals with before he's able to. So, but it was an amazing show in ATL. We had fun. We went to the strip club. It was fun. You know, it was nice.
With Kumi, you were.
Kumi didn't go to the strip club. I don't know why high life artists didn't go to the strip club, but I'm sure if Ofori was there, he would have gone. If Daddy Lumba was there, he would have gone.
No, Ofori is now a pastor, so I'm not sure he would have gone.
Oh, doggy pasta, master, doggy pasta matters. Just go enjoy your ice and campus.
I see.
I mean, when I was in the strip club, I called my wife. She was saying, you're stupid. So you really said you're going to do this, and you're ready. I called her on FaceTime. And she was like, hurry up and get the hell out of this place. You know,
that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Now, when it comes to these international promotions that you guys have been doing, do they always get their things right in terms of visa acquisition, getting hotels for you, doing their publicity, so the show will become a bigger show?
So this is what I think. The bigger you are, the better it gets as an artist. In the beginning, you might not get the best of hotels. Then you get to a point where you can call shots. So at the level we are, I can say that all the shows get us the best of plays, the best of team to deal with us on the ground. But one thing I see, which I spoke about to the Ghana boys and the people who are doing shows for the African communities, that I think that they need to think about forming partnerships and alliances instead of being individuals trying to do the same thing in different ways and at different places. There's nothing wrong with 4 promoters in ATL teaming up and doing a show to make sure that we show our culture to the diaspora instead of 4 different people doing 4 different shows because everybody wants to compete. And I think that same thing happens here amongst us as artists, where everybody thinks that I have to be the biggest and nobody else has to be the biggest for me to make it. And that's the only problem I think that they are facing out there. But aside that, we are getting the best hotels. Marriott Hotel is where we put up. You are getting the best drivers take you anywhere you want to go, and it's a good experience. And I'm sure we are back there, Jim. We are back there in like 2 weeks. We are back in the US for another show.
Do they also make profits? Because I know sometimes it's not easy getting the team and all that, flight and all that. So do they make profits?
So I think that most of the times, and to be realistic, there's outside promoters, they don't make profits. And I think that my reservation as to why they don't make profit is that most of them have a day job. And so being a promoter is a part-time. And so for them, they see an opportunity in a business where your name is big and they want to bring you in. But I think for it to get to a level where it can become something more lucrative than they are already getting, where they sometimes make losses, they have to begin to build brands where we know that every year maybe there is let's say a Zylofon concert in the US. Maybe the first year it might not pull numbers, the second year. But then once it becomes a brand and it grows and people know, then, but you don't really have anything like that. So you know that you hear about the show in the US and next year you might not hear about the show. They don't make a conscious effort to build it over
brands.
Yes, over time. And so they just get an artist who is hot and is on fire, or you have a hot record and then they bring you into town for a show. So sometimes promotion is not heavy because of how big the US is, and all the states and how they react to shows are different. For example, if you are in New York, everybody could find their way to your show, as we've come to find out. If you are in Los Angeles, a minimum of 2 hours is what somebody has to drive to be able to come to your show in Los Angeles. And somebody might have to drive even in Los Angeles 6 hours. So when you do a show in New York and it's successful, you might go to LA and go and do a show and boom, nobody shows up. Because your reach and people driving out to come and see you might be too tedious for them. And they'll look at that cost against what you're charging at the gate. And so I think that when the promoters do their homework, but yes, African music is big. We are hearing all the records in ATL being played, and so this is the time for us all to take advantage of it and go.
Would you sympathize with a promoter who loses from an event? Maybe Edem will say, okay, because you paid 50% and the event did not go well, let's keep it as such.
Hell can them know.
You wouldn't
Hell no.
See.
Hell no. This is the reason. When I put out a record and it doesn't blow, nobody sympathizes with me, sorry.
I know.
But the truth is that sometimes my team, we are realistic. We are all trying to impact the industry and make it better. So we are realistic, and sometimes when people make losses, we go like, in future, let us see what we can do so we can all win. And I think that is why my team, we think about partnerships with people and doing things with them for the long run instead of for one-off. Because when one person loses and they are no longer in business, it doesn't help. The promoter needs the artist. But of course, all teams think different. But this is how VRMG we think. And so we are still in talks with the team that we want to perform with. And as I speak to you, we actually have a headline show in 2020 that we are mapping out from now till that time to be able to do in ATL.
Talking about brand of shows, I think we have to give it to Dennis of Akwaba, UK team. He has the party in the park, which has been there for so many years.
Yes, which everybody shows up to. And so even if you're an artist and you don't get the highest amount for it, when you go, you leverage off it, because then and that is a good thing. And I think we need something like that in the.
How many times have you done party in the park?
I haven't done party in the park. We
you
did
haven't performed there?
No, I haven't
Oh,
performed. We performed with Alodia. I think it was myself, which other artist? Keche, and a few other artists. We performed with Alodia in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I think we are back there in June to host the movie premiere and go on a promotional tour.
Okay.
And so hopefully we should be able to.
All right, Party in the Park is somewhere, June. All right, let's see how it goes.
Yes.
Let's do a
love
review.
to be there.
Yes, let's do a review of Edem first. I'm sure after that we haven't met yet.
Yes.
How did it go?
The one we use for Edem Fest is not the numbers. The index we use is that once we hit the road and say we are doing Edem Fest, Zylofon, or all the platforms that give us access, give us a mouthpiece to be able to tell people why they should come for the show. And by the time we are done, the message gets home. And so last year, we were telling people not to openly defecate on beaches because this is the same place we used to do shows. Not long ago, Stoneboy was Alabadi doing the show. Imagine it wasn't a proper place and it wasn't Kent. And we also said people shouldn't fetch sand from the beaches because it makes the sea take over the towns. And so by the time we are on this station, another station, and we are done and people show up, and on the night of the show, we still talk about it, the message gets home and it begins to be conversation. And when I sat with the locals in the Keta area, they said, bro, we would want to stop because we heard you talking about it on radio. But if we could find other means of making a living, we wouldn't come and fetch the sand to sell for people who are building. And so now we have to get to the level where we think our brothers really don't want to go and fetch the sand, but there's no other means of making money. And so what do we do? And so maybe the next Edem Fest, do we try to raise money and see what we can do so that they are able to get jobs and then not go back to fetching? So this is really the reason behind Edem Fest, and every time it opens a new opportunity for us to impact socially, we know that it's been successful. Yeah.
So this year it's surely going to happen.
Yes, it's definitely
have you gotten a sponsor yet?
No, we haven't gotten a sponsor yet. Just like always, you have to go back to the drawing board and try to chase out. But I would say a big thank you to everybody who sponsored the last one, from MTN to Snappy to Top Oil to the individuals, OBC group of companies to Wise, my bigger brother. Right now that I'm here, I might not remember every name, so please forgive me. Obed, E-News, David Marley, the names are Elombini. You guys are all amazing. If I don't mention your name, please bear with me. This year we will do it again. It will be bigger and better. And to the Hogbe Committee, the Traditional Council, for allowing we the young ones to take on this thing on a night when they are supposed to do traditional processions. And I'm sure this year will be bigger and better. We hope people can even have tents and sleep on the beaches for the night.
I see.
Yeah.
That won't be a bad idea
Yes.
Now help me to get this information right. I remember some years ago, we saw Edem, Timberland, cakes and here and there, photos like that. What was it about? And what is happening to it now as well?
Okay, so the Timberland photos was a partnership between myself and Asefi, where we brought the Timberlands into town, opened the shop for it. And so we promoted it, and in the beginning the promotion was because we didn't have a physical shop, and so we promoted it until we got a physical shop in Community 25, and it's run by Derek, who is the one who runs the shop. So people call from time to time and go and buy Timberlands because our prices are competitive compared to online. On online you get a Timberland for around $180, and in our shop you get it for a flat of $500, and they are still original. So the shop
500 cities.
500 cities, sorry. Yes. And so the shop is still there. People call. We do deliveries within Accra and Tema, and the response has been good. But we obviously also know the economy has impact on everything, but still the response has been good. People buy from Russia, like when they are going into cold seasons, they actually buy from here. And shout out to Mr. Meister, he called me, he wanted a black one, but we were out of stock. Yeah, KOD, I mean, people come to buy the Timberland, but we are hoping we move to inner Accra City. And so Osu people, I beg, reduce the rent price for us, right? So that we can.
So,
or if Zylofon will give us somewhere in the complex to come.
Oh yeah, you can.
Inner city.
GH take care of you.
Yeah, we will want to move into the inner city.
Yes. So Edem is a partner to that deal.
I said for years. So I'm a partner in that deal. But my manager has been cutting the checks more. He's been taking the cuts.
Maso. So you go.
Yes.
When you tweeted demographic awards,
yes,
what were you saying?
I was talking about the Ghana Music Awards.
And what did you mean by demographic awards?
What I meant was that we've done Ghana Music Awards for 20 years, and this is the 20th year. And I think that the award is still sticking to Accra. It's sticking to Accra and not opening its umbrellas to Kumasi, Takoradi, because it's Ghana. If it was Accra Music Award, it's fine. It's Ghana Music Awards. And I'm not saying it with any malice or any intent. I'm saying it that we should be able to open our mind to the fact that the music has become very nationwide and people have found new confidence in who they are. So we should embrace all of that for everybody to be able to have the spotlight. And so after 20 years, somebody like Kofi Kinata might do a show in 20 places outside Accra. But if Edem does 4 shows in Accra, which is S Concerts, Ghana Miss Niger, Miss Malaika, and Ghana Music Award, people will say he has done more shows than Kofi Kinata, who has done 20, because those places are not under the spotlight. But if it is Ghana Music Awards that is supposed to embrace talent across the nation, then the board should begin to look at it more openly, because I know Strongman has a bigger fan base in Kumasi than a couple of artists who are also rappers here. Why shouldn't he get credit for that place when he's also in Ghana? And that is why I said it's a demographic award. It should be expanded and people should be embraced, because everybody will have their strength. Lil Wayne, his strength is Louisiana and the South. Somebody will be in New York and have their strength. But at the same time, when they do the Grammys, they embrace all these people and bring them into a pool. And so I think that in moving forward and growing, that is what I think that the board should look at. And it is not to discredit their effort, because we are all part of the industry and we want the best for it. And so I just have to share my observation and my opinion.
Now, when you put out that tweet, entertainment journalist Kwame Dazi, he worked with City FM. He said that it was because maybe you did not get either enough nominations or did not get any. That is why you said that, because you were paid.
No, I wasn't paid. I have over 19 to 21 awards, which includes Ghana Music Awards. But I don't wake up in the morning and remember it, because if I don't have a hit record, you see, the music business has nothing to do with awards. It has everything to do with being relevant. You understand? And so if I ask somebody right now who was artist of the year 15 years ago, they might not remember. But when that artist has a hit record today, if I say what is the hottest song or who is the hottest artist, they will say that artist. And so awards are given to you by people. Your talent and your art is a gift from God. So I don't let people set standard from a gift from God. But if they give me an appreciation, I appreciate it and focus on my talent and keep it moving. That is how my brain operates. So I am not paid, because I've won Afropop Artist or Afropop Song of the Year. I've won for Heba. I've won from Ghana Music Awards. And so I can't discredit them. But I'm saying that maybe on social media you try to be you try to simplify things on social media. And once you simplify demographic awards, people will read their own meanings. And so it's not because I'm paid at all. I'm sure next year I'll come back and I'll win awards. And so what will be the difference? I'll be playing the double standard. No, I'm saying that we should look at it that way. So Fancy has a strength. Tamale, he can win as an artist from Ghana. That is all I'm saying. So Mr. Dazi, you got the wrong Jews. Yeah, so you will always listen Zylofon for the right Jews.
That's a point right there. But what was your involvement this year? Did you get some nominations?
No, I didn't get any nominations.
Not even a single nomination?
The way you say not even a single is making problems for yourself.
Because that is why Kwame Dazi was thinking that, oh, because Edem maybe did not get a single nomination,
no, but
he's paying it.
No,
like he's describing that.
No, you don't have to be paying. I mean, 2009 when I was nominated, I was nominated, and when I walk on the red carpet, they asked me who do I think should be the artist of the year, and I said my brother Sarkodie, because I think that he has done so much. At that point, nobody will say you're paying. You see, every time you air an opinion, people think that you have to be paying to air it. No. I am in a place where I think that I have the voice now, and I know but lose guard to not impact and change something before I leave the space I am in. And so it has nothing to do with, I am here. I might be called to perform at the Ghana Music Award. They cut me a check, I'm on the show. I might perform at Nominees Jam. They cut me a check, I'm on the show.
No, you can't perform at the Nominees Jam. You need to be nominated before.
Okay, something I don't know about. And so, if that will happen, why do I have to be paying? But I am saying that Charterhouse is not, they are not robots. It's a human institution. And any human institution, you should be able to point out flaws and things that you think they can work on for the industry to grow. And I am not the artist who is scared to say it. I'm only not going to discredit them because I think that they've done an amazing job for the industry. And so I won't discredit them for what they've done. But if there's something I've observed, I mean, I have to say it. You don't have to be paying to say it.
So what does this mean to Edem fans that in the year under review, Edem was not working? Was Edem being lazy? Was he sleeping? Because of course, if you are doing a list of some top musicians in Ghana, at least from 1 to 10, there will be an Edem somewhere. And if a whole award scheme like Ghana Music Awards, Edem is missing in action. What does it mean to brand Edem?
It's for me, it's not a whole award scheme. I say that because, and I'm glad you use the word scheme. And I tell people that when they say somebody schemes, people can scheme to do good and they can scheme to do bad. And so scheming is done by a group of people, and they have their plan and what they want to achieve. Now, today, we don't have Channel O awards. What relevance does it have to any artist? Tomorrow can come, and the name of Ghana Music Awards can be changed, and somebody can say, I don't want to do it anymore. So it is not the basis for my talent. And if you want to be a fan and follow an artist, and you're going to love their music and their record based on people's approval, then you are on the wrong path. Because before Ghana Music Award, Amachi Dede was fire. He's still fire, and he didn't need Ghana Music Award to be relevant. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that award schemes are not important for the growth of an industry. So if this year I haven't been nominated, other people are nominated, I'll vote for Kwame Eugene to be Artist of the Year, because in my opinion, I think that he should be Artist of the Year. And next year when I come and I'm nominated, awesome. Maybe this year I'm not nominated because I'm somewhere in the factory pounding pepper because I'm trying to get my shutter business up and I'm putting music out. Or maybe this year I haven't been too active on the radar or on the terms of the music award. But I've been active on the terms where I know that my team is able to feed their family, which is more important than any other award. So
now mentioning Kwame Eugene as your tip for Artist of the Year, it brings another question. There are other greater names, bigger names like Sarkodie, Shatawale, Stonebwoy, Joe Mettle, King Promise. You think he's ahead of all of them here?
Anybody in any category has the probability to win when you roll the dice. And when I roll my dice, I see Kwame Eugene.
I see. What are the yardstick you used in doing this measurement?
In rolling my dice?
Yeah.
Just the fact that he has excited me than everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, he has excited me as a listener to the scene than everybody else.
I see. The people in the Volta region have supported you over the years. What are you also doing to support a scheme like Volta Music Awards? I was there, yes, I think this month, yeah, I was there.
Yeah, so
and they mentioned your name. Yes. I saw the fan base.
Yeah, so the boys from the Volta Music Awards have been in close contact with me. I've told them and given them back-to-back advice. Let me say recommendation will make me look like some committee. Yeah, back-to-back advice on what I think they should do, the realities of the fact that getting support and it being sustainable how they are going to face challenges. So I've spoken to them. In the near future, what I want to do is I want to be able to do one free show for them, because the 2 times they've done it, I haven't been available.
The first one, you were honored.
Yes, and I wasn't available. I think we were in Takrady doing the show, and then the second time we were in ATL doing another show. I would really want to just go there and perform for them for free, because I think that these boys are doing an amazing job. If you're in the industry and you know what it takes to put together a show like that. But I'm also telling them that they should look at it holistically, and even though it's Volta Music Award to project the boys, they should find a way to build it. It's able to give them a platform to bounce off to bigger heights, and not make it look like it's only about Airways. It should just be a platform to celebrate excellence and embrace all other people.
And then what is it about this song? Maybe we can sing along a little bit as we talk about the magic this is doing in town. What is it about this song?
We arrange fly. Go get 'em. Delivery. Ring, ring. Hey, now my phone. D Kanye, now my G, no man do. Wonya yo, Bamato, Amawo, La Fukam, Abate Kom, La Shima, Bakoba, Nanaja, Bavue. Hey, we the hustle for a Toto. A Toto, we the hustle for a Toto. A Toto, boys the hustle for a Toto. A Toto, we the hustle for a Toto. A Toto, what we gonna do? Money not there, and we just set up every corner every day. See, hustle no easy, so now for them run. Hey, it no be easy on the blazing sun. Boys know they hold, we for make dough. God for bless we, oh hey. God for bless we, make we stop the hustle, oh. A Toto, with the hustle. Go get 'em. With the hustle for a Toto. A Toto, with the hustle for a Toto. Mahama they hustle for a Toto. A Toto, Nanado they hustle for a Toto.
I like the first name.
Sorry.
I like the first name. Asking for the Toto. Was that a coincidence, or it was part of the arrangement?
So the original arrangement, we had 12 names, which included Canadian, Japan, Nam1, what was the other name? On the real, we had like 11 names, Obanzi, and then we realized the song was long, and we were like, you know what? Let's put former president, current president. Let's put Ebola Ray, let's put Ibrahim, and then we decided to cut the names down. Maybe one time we should release the extended version with all the other names in there.
So Mahama topped the list in doing your arrangements?
No, please. In no particular order.
He's telling me about it.
That's the follow-up. The title is PhD.
Okay. As in the understanding of the pull him down syndrome.
Yes, I'm glad people didn't name this one Pretty Huge. Because people always say I'm glad people didn't misinterpret this one. And I wanted to also tell you that in Ewe, in Anglo, when you say to pick something up, you say kwe. When you say to pick something up in whole area, you say che. So maybe we might have a song like that.
How soon? But why the latest trend? Edem is trying to beat our minds these days. Because listening to the song, I heard something that said, wow, you need to be deep like Edem to write this song. Where he said, boys know they hold. And you see, in reality, he wrote boys know they hold.
Yes.
But in singing, boys know they hold.
On any on like any physical radio station. We released it and then we left for the US. So
okay.
exclusive here, PhD.
Any
yes.
spiritual radio station. Spiritual radio station.
No, maybe spiritual radio station.
Yeah,
No, I mean online.
DJ Stick and drop the PhD as we say goodbye to the people. Mr. Lecky or Mr. Lecky doing all the magic on your new songs.
So I've never met Mr. Lecky in person. He has never met me.
You don't mean it.
Yes, he produced Fear 4. He produced Toto. He produced PhD. Mr. Lecky is a Nigerian-based producer who produced Bevu for me through Shay's manager. Sonny Blackwall. When he came to Ghana, Shay and I were recording a song and he played a couple of beats and I'm like, I like this beat, Bevu. And then I took it, I recorded, and then I got another beat for Godo Godo where I featured all the upcoming stars from the region. And then him and I we strike a bond. And I told him that the team is we are creating a new direction for the music and just trying to have fun and say real things and just vibe with the music. So he should send me a couple of beats. He sends me the first beat and it's Fearful. And after that, we wanted to go somewhere else. And I told him, send me another beat. He sent me 2 more beats. And the one I loved was what we used to do the Toto. And then he sent PhD through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've not met him?
No, we haven't met yet.
Mr. Lecky.
And those people, where if you hear the names, no, you go inbox them, relax. Ghana people, relax. Cool down. Those artists, cool down.
I made them relax.
Cool down. I go bring them to Ghana.
Made them feel make you take all the juice in our face.
No, they for make sure say they then get them my money right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sammy.
If there is a message you want to send out, let's do it. And
yes, I want to say big up to Flexo. Big bro, thank you always. And yesterday, you said it again, so you know. Yeah, it's all love. I appreciate you. And it go be, it go pal, it go be. Yes.
I know.
Big up to everybody who loves and supports, and every genuine person who really is doing this from the heart. And to the fans, if you're listening to me, my Instagram handle is IAMEDEMGH. I am Edem GH. I'm trying to do 1 million followers. If you're not following me and you haven't tagged anybody to follow me, yes,